Okay, we made it. So, I think we should read this first. Warning. This game contains content and themes of domestic violence, emotional abuse, sexual assault, suicide, mental illness, child abuse, and other mature themes. It's just a video game, YouTube. Calm down. If you feel yourself experiencing a negative reaction to these themes, or if you need mental health resources, please visit the link below, konami.com/game/silenthill/help. And I'll leave that on the screen for a bit if y'all need that. We are going to share. Let's share. Mr. Josh will not join us today. He is working, but he helped me check if I was online, which I appreciate. Been having some trouble streaming. Thank you, Mr. Josh. Maybe I'll check you on the flip side. Maybe if you want to watch the VOD or whatever. Hey, how you doing? I am sharing with Tweet Baby, and I think it's appropriate if we say, in my restless dreams, I see that town, Silent Hill. You always said you'd take me there again, but you never did. Well, I'm all alone there now, waiting for you. But you never come. I don't know if I'll put "but you never come." That's kind of. I don't want to guilt people into that. I'm scared enough as it is streaming this, but I guess nobody's watching, so that's cool. If I do actually get an audience, I'd be scared. So we're done with that part. And link in the replies. It's as if Mary is talking to me. Bloop. Some idiot on the tweets. Okay. So that's been up for a while. Text language English, audio English, continue. Reset to defaults, continue. Graphic priority right in the middle. That's fine. Adjust the HDR setting to make sure not to lose detail in the shadows, and be careful not to over brighten the image. Default is fine. I don't know. My TV's pretty good in game mode about capturing lighting and stuff. I mean, I could brighten it, the darkness, and maybe I will. But, no, it's fine. If it gets too dark, like I say, we can always go back, go into the options. Accessibility, gameplay, graphics, audio, texts. Texts. Your settings have been saved. Remember that you can change them anytime in the settings menu. Okay. Here we are. I was never, back in the day, I was never a big survival horror fan. I tried playing Resident Evil and getting into it like everybody else, but I was still kind of more of an action guy. I didn't like survival stuff. I still kind of don't like it. I don't like the idea that if you don't protect your resources, that you run out and you're stuck and it's your fault. That's not gaming enjoyment to me. However, around 2003, I was going through a bad patch. And I was just like, well, hell. I'm trying to find like a new job, so I had a lot of free time. I jumped into 2 series, Fatal Frame and Silent Hill. Silent Hill 1 was pretty cool. I think I just kind of pushed through it because the story was interesting. The gameplay is really... It was appropriate for the time. And the graphics were as best they could do on PS1. But something about that one, I think it just didn't like tickle my fear bone, my scare factor enough. So, but I did move on to 2. And that's when they got me. Not that I think the story is any better or worse than in 1 or 2. People actually have serious debates about this, or at least have very strong feelings about them. I just thought that with the graphical improvements, the improved presentation, the soundtrack, the vibe, just everything pulled me in easier. I hate to say that graphics were part of it, but they are. They kind of are. Even today, a lot of people they can't abide by PS1 graphics. I admit that even when I tried to play, what was it, Dementium, some months ago, that it just wasn't working out for me. But that game had other problems, part of which being its like repetitive nature, and it felt like a DS game ported up to a newer console, and it indeed was. And in that sense, 3D games on the DS are kind of gimped versions of what you would get on a console anyway, since it's a handheld. But anyway, back to the point. 2 grabbed me. And then I moved on to 3, and I liked 3. 4 kind of disappointed me, even though it was still by Team Silent. They were trying new things, and I wasn't jiving with it. Then that team kind of split up. I don't know if it was sales of 4 or not, whether it was good or less than 3 or 2, I don't know. And then they started making them in the West, and I never really tried those. I kind of kind of fell off. I did try Origins a bit, but I didn't get very far, and it just felt kind of tedious as I was playing it. I saw the movies. They're they weren't good horror movies, but they have their moments. 2 is almost a comedy. The second one, so in that sense, it's kind of endearing in a little bit, But yeah, I was excited for Silent Hills, and I was disappointed when it got canned and they got rid of the demo. What was the demo called? PT. And so now they're having another go at it, involving various studios. I tried the message, or the short message. It was okay for what it was. I'd never play it again, but it was an interesting experience. Once again, seeing how they're trying to make a Silent Hill in the West, an original one. Didn't quite work out. Not much better than the Western games before, or at least the better ones. But now here we are. There's a lot of controversy with this one about, and I told them that, like, when I saw the first trailer, I was like, you guys, people are seriously worried about you messing this up. And they actually did a press release and said, hey guys, we're doing our best here. We're going to try and stay true to the original. We've got oversight from Japan, the 2 former members of Team Silent overseeing everything. Akira Yamaoka doing the music, and I can't think of his name, but he's doing the enemy designs again, and just sort of there's a Japanese producer overseeing everything. Hopefully not just the budget, but just like the 3 of them together, trying to stay true to the original. That's what we're hoping for. I'm trying not to be jaded and have an open mind. I used to be like, oh, you can't touch Silent Hill 2. It's perfect. It's the perfect game. But then the more I started hearing other people say that, the more I kind of felt like, well, wait a minute. I don't know if I agree with everybody on this issue. It's not quite an issue, but I just felt like it kind of, I wasn't part of the club, and I never feel like I'm part of the club anyway. So here we are. Remake by Bloober Team, who is most famous for Layers of Fear, which I guess they did a Blair Witch game too, but they're kind of hit and miss as far as those games. I watched Angry Joe's review of Layers of Fear, and he wasn't all that impressed. He said it pretty much just tried to copy PT, and I remember Commander James Stephanie Sterling, saying that the team, in his polite way, that they kind of struggled with the themes. These are serious themes, and they're similar in Layers of Fear, and they kind of weren't qualified to handle those, and kind of really messed it up pretty badly from what James Stephanie Sterling said. And I trust their review. But I trust, I trust the general impression. But also, I started thinking about this. I'm like, wait a minute. Someone cared enough at Konami to bring in former Team Silent members to try and get this thing made. You know, Konami said Bloober Team were the most enthusiastic about doing this. And even since the original teaser, we've seen graphical improvements. So I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to hate on this. Maybe I'm not as close to 2 as some other people, but let's go with an open mind. Let's see what they've done here. And that's partially why I think I can stream this. You know, there's always, with a streamer and a gamer who's also a serious gamer, they always struggle with, should I play this on stream or should I play it by myself? This, I think I can stream this because not only have I played 2 before and I know the story, I'm sure they've, changed things here and there, but I feel comfortable enough with it that I want to give my opinions on what's happening. I've already talked too much. I think we should get started. Now, before I do that, let me check the settings real quick. I messed around a little bit with PlayStation 5's 3D audio thing that they just have, and I don't... Nah. Stereo's good enough for me. Now, I've heard that this is a hard game, so we'll see what happens. Now, this is what I was wondering about. Default settings best present the vision behind the Silent Hill 2. See the settings below for more fine-grained control over the gameplay. That's funny, because they used to have a film grain over the PS2 Silent Hills. I think maybe the PS1. I don't know. You can find more options, including accessibility, in the settings menu. Okay. Now, I could go easy on everything, but since we're kind of in testing everything out mode, obviously, I always say no game shaming, no shame in gaming, but for the purposes of their vision, let's go standard. Let's go standard, default. And if it's hard, it's hard. That'll make it easier to end the stream quicker. Not that I dislike hard games, but it takes me a good while to get good, as they say. Silent Hill. No, they never said that. That's an old Resident Evil thing. Oh. Footprints are very classic. Press any button to play. Alright. So, open mind. I know the story, but I'm willing to accept, changes here and there. It doesn't have to be perfect. They don't have to get it exactly right, but I think, from what I've been hearing from Maximilian Dude and Matt McMuscles and some other people playing it, I believe Gab Smolders is playing it, this should be good. At least good, but they're saying they're giving it higher praise than I think so. But don't be jaded, give it a chance. That's all I'm saying. Give it a chance. Like you gave Resident Evil 2 a remake a chance, give this a chance. By the way, I have my window open because it's freaking hot in the house, and I don't want to be freezing. I also have my fan at my feet, but I understand that messes up audio here and there, so just bear with me. Them's working hands. Is he sweating? Is he, like, sick? By the way, I'm not giving you any spoilers if you haven't played this. Hand spasms. If they can show, don't tell, then they're halfway there. Oh. Oh, the music. It's really dark in this one. Darkness is good, though. If it irritates me, I might adjust it a bit. But he looks a lot more like James than the original model. Let's hear what you got.
In this town.
Oh, he's still using. He's still using those music samples. I'm down with it, though. I'm down with it. The soundtrack could stay exactly the same, and I wouldn't care. But I think he's done some flourishes and enhancements to it. The graphics are really good. And I don't normally play PS5 games, so I feel like this puts a target on me.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill.
Hey, it's not a picture in the background of the lake.
You'd take me there again someday. But you never did.
Sorry, I know I'm ruining the vibe, but...
Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
She sounds very similar to the original voice actress. I was just actually listening to that to get that speech down for my tweet.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Could Mary really be here? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
A lot more trees, much taller trees than before. Oh, they're easing you into it. Okay. Oh, ready? Here we go. Oh, shit. This was a favorite of mine back in the day, I have to say. So, naturally... Get some idle animation. Okay. There's a little delay in the controls. It could be because it's trying to do HDR. We'll see what happens. Oh man, this is so weird. I know this place, but I've never seen it in full 3D. Just sort of fixed camera somewhere up there. Got a little side step. Can't go in the women's room. Is there a run? Oh, R1. L1. Oh, papers. Trash. Take out the papers and the trash. The fence made a noise. That was weird. No turning back now. That's a trophy. So the road isn't blocked off. Realistically, you could just leave. But anyway, if you're new to this, he got this letter from his wife that said she was waiting for him in Silent Hill. But his wife had died. So how could that be? Oh, he bumped into the branch there. That was interesting. Oh, I know this. I know this so well. I can't wait to watch, like, Gab Smolders play that. You can hear stuff in there, too. Like, what's in there? Here's that van. Jesus, James is tall. They kept, like, some of the perspective, like the van size. But they did widen the road, which I do appreciate. The roads in the original were really thin. Fence noises. Please don't make any more fence noises. Of course, I'm saying that. This is Silent Hill. There are going to be noises. Okay. I don't want to turn it up, but I do want to turn it up. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. A car. I almost forgot. Oh, man, there's so many noises. Got the map. South Vale. Is that what they called it? I don't remember. L2? Silent Hill Ranch. Graveyard. Nathan Avenue. Wiltz Road. Sanders Street. Lindsay Street. By the way, I think the streets are named after horror writers and authors. So if you see any familiar names, I mean, obviously there's not going to be like a King Boulevard, but you know, if you know, there's like if I recall, there's like a Vosh Lane for a writer named Andrew Vosh. The only reason I know who that is because the Dark Angel drummer said he read his books. I heard it's about like gay people killing each other. It's very interesting stuff. I don't know. I have no idea. We got it. We got it. Press up to open. I appreciate that it's actually a thing you can open. Oh, can I look into this? This was not here in the original. I can't look into it. Oh, backstep. You took that backstep from Castlevania. Admit it. Wait, what's that? So circle is a backstep. R1 is run. I don't know why my controller's green, but maybe that's because we're in the forest. Toluca Lake. Pete's Bolorama. Yeah, that's a place. Hey, was there anything in the trunk, though? I forget. I don't think there is. I am just not... Tell you what, guys, I am not used to playing games that look this graphically impressive. So this is new for me. I do, you know, I have a PS5, obviously. And I have some PS5 games, but I haven't really played them. Which I guess is a similar sentiment to a lot of people. But the reason I bought it is because I wanted to be both ready for the future and enjoy it for its backwards compatibility with PS4. And that's mainly what I've been doing. What is that? Looks like bones almost. I've never seen white tree roots like that. Fog is good. That's a motorcycle going out my window. Okay, Okay, now we're starting to hear some creepy sounds. Everything makes sounds. Jesus, James, you're so tall you can't even barely sit in, you can't even sit in that picnic table. It's not even damaged by the wind and the rain and stuff. Looks better than the one at our workplace. Fog looks good. Oh, something flashing? No. It's already putting me on edge. Oh. My controller rumbled with that whatever that sound was. The reason I fell in love with this series is because it legitimately scared me. Silent Hill 2 and 3 and Fatal Frame 1 and 2 were some of the scariest games I had ever played. Of course, this was 20 years ago. But more than that. Oh my god. But good times, man. Oh, I know that. I know that place. I'm hearing like wood creaking. Okay, this. Look at him. Game was saved.
It's like someone's groping around my skull.
I think he should have said that first. Of course, maybe it wouldn't have made sense to say that first. It's making a noise. Now, having this in game mode, I think, diminishes the graphics somewhat, but it's necessary on these newfangled TVs, these HDs and 4Ks and whatnot, to put it in game mode so that the lag is reduced, especially for like action games. And there is some action in Silent Hill 2. Oh, we're here already. I like how he just kind of pushed it open. Here we go. Memory of...
Excuse me.
Why did he tap her?
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey,
He knew that
sorry.
would scare her.
I'm kind of lost.
lost.
Yeah. I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here. but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah.
His arm movement affected the fog. That's cool though. Dialogue is 100% the same. Or not 99%. And it's great. The blocking was great as far as camera shots and movement, and the motion capture and the voice acting were very, very good. I'm in. I'm in, bros. Okay, so what was the map button? Up? Yeah. Graveyard. It doesn't zoom where you want. It just kind of... And it doesn't stay zoomed. You have to hold the button. Now, there was there was always this, like a church. Although I thought it was like a bigger grave place, but it's a church. Man, that looks cool. Can you imagine, like, a Castlevania with graphics like this? I can't. I suppose Bloodborne is the closest we'll ever get to something like that. But I've never played Bloodborne. Yeah, it's like a little chapel. I thought it was more like a small mausoleum for some rich person to say, "Oh, Jones' grave," but I guess it is. Like a little church. What? Can I go back and talk to her? Last time, when you do that in the other one.
Did you want anything else?
No, it's just this fog. Does it seem unsettling to you?
I guess. It's just through the gate and down the path. You'll get there in no time. Good luck finding the one you're looking for.
Yeah. I should probably get home.
Okay, so you can't talk to her anymore. I appreciate that. Because otherwise, some other games they would just have them say the same thing over and over again. I like that you have a sidestep. That keeps the camera focused on what you need to be looking at. There is so much fog. That dialogue changed when you went up to her in the original a second time. She would be like, "Weren't you going to find your person?" He was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot." And I think they would keep doing that. I keep seeing like critters, but it's not critters. It's just leaves blowing, although there's no wind. But you can chalk that up to Silent Hill. Now, I have to say, I can't remember what I was going to say. It'll come to me. Oh, if you're wondering about the dialogue, it's very well done, but it is intended that, certainly for these two, that something isn't right. And you're supposed to instinctively feel that. And I do feel that, I think. Although I'm a bit biased because I played the original. I think this is the way out. Back to this stuff. Oh, shit. Oh my god, they're just nailing the atmosphere. I'm feeling it. Oh, I might get goosebumps. I remember one time I streamed Legend of Mana on Twitch a couple years ago, maybe, and because they remastered it, and the music came up, and I started like choking up. I was choked up because that music is gorgeous. Yoko Shimomura before Kingdom Hearts was still a genius musically. So, but Josh was there and he's like, "Dude, what's wrong?" And I was like, "The music is choking me up, man. I'm crying because it's so beautiful." But eventually I went back to the original music. I still think the treatment they gave Trials of Mana should have been done with both the original game, which is called Adventures of Mana, the Secret of Mana, as well as Legend of Mana. That they didn't do that, I feel like, is kind of a missed opportunity. Now, the new game, Visions of Mana, is in that style. Oh, there's a scarecrow. But there's a whole story behind Visions of Mana. I wanted to stream that, actually. Maybe I still will. If you're wondering about I forget. Hold on. If you're wondering about East 10 demo, I thought about going back to that, but it's not really a Halloween game. I mainly streamed it just to show that, hey, it's cool and fun. And it was getting really good as I was ending the demo, but we had to move on. Okay. Silent Hill Ranch. Oh yeah, I never got this close before. I kind of want to explore it. It's too bad they won't let you. That would have been a neat addition, but it has nothing to do with the story. Hey, it's not Comic Sans like the remaster. I feel bad for the remaster team. They got so much shit, even death threats. They were just trying to make people happy, and they kind of couldn't. They couldn't please anybody. But, hopefully they get some redemption. Now, Jesus, you're so tall, James. Or these vans are so small. Oh, he even has some steps in the wetness of the mud. God, how creepy would that be to explore? Maybe they'll make another game that you can explore some... Whoa! Oh, Jesus. I'm sure that was like the rust of the fan. Also that year, 2003, in addition to playing Fatal Frames and Silent Hills, I started to get into like YouTube ghost videos and stuff. Well, not YouTube. YouTube wasn't around back then, but not long after, I started to get into like ghost stuff. And I just like being scared. I don't like horror movies, funny enough, but I love being scared. Horror games scare me. like kind of ghost videos and stuff creep me out, but movies, I don't know, I see right through them, especially if, actually any Hollywood movie. I just feel like none of them can like really scare you because it's all scripted. And I mean, I know this is scripted too, but it's a game. With at least with online videos, you don't know what's going to happen next. I watched Nuke's Tops 5, and I was like, he explains the setup, but he doesn't tell you what's going to happen. Are you guys feeling it yet? This soundtrack? What's this? Hey, you can go in here? Really? Wait. It's shut behind me. I don't like that. I'm still on the ranch?
Hello? Anyone in here?
Oh no. Oh no. I don't have a flashlight. It's so dark in there. I don't want to go in. Help. All right. Oh God. Why did I go in? I hear like footsteps outside. It is so dark. What's that? Opened a locker or something? I can't see. Auto parts key. Auto service and tires. Well, the R rotates, but it doesn't rotate very much. You can see. I don't know. I mean, it's a key. Okay. Open inventory, key items. I get it. Hilarious. Oh, you can investigate it. No, I already did that. Okay. Auto parts key. Hey, is that a pin-up girl? Yeah. She doesn't look familiar. He's looking at the door. I don't see anything else in here. But it's so dark. There's a car. I can make that much out. I'm still hearing footsteps outside. I keep thinking that's an item, but it's just the shine of the lamp. The desk lamp. Okay. Oh, they're handling the doors very well. Like, instinctively you press a button to open it, and you just push it open by moving the controller. That's great. So they added a little thing. You couldn't really explore the farmhouse. I wanted to, but... Wait, what is he looking at? Oh, the key. Can I... There we go. I wish he held his hand on the door for a little longer. That would have been cool. That would have been a nice little touch. What's this? Oh, this is the auto parts place. No trespassing. Visitors must register in the main office. What is with these tiny vans? I know it's true to the original, but there's a bus in there. This looks like an impound lot. There's another bus. See, this is what... Yeah. Old rusty cars. That looks familiar. Road work ahead. Is this... Uh-oh. What's happening? This is a key location? That's weird. Let's see what we got here. Silent Hill. Somethingville. Paleville? And then Brahms, which is your Castlevania reference for the day. Thank you very much. So this is not far where Harry was, but of course it is Silent Hill. But Harry, was it Rose? Rose was the police officer from Brahms, the neighboring town. Oh, that's cool. Just these graphics. I mean, obviously they can't make it colorful. Staff only. I'm a staff. I like staffs. That they close by themselves is still pretty eerie. What? What is... I'm guessing those are supposed to be, like... What are those? Are those leaves? They're kind of clipping through the floor, that's what's throwing me off. I thought they were like rats or mice or something. Ugh. That face kind of contrasts with the scenery. Oh, here's where the skinny road is back. Of course, James is a giant. Maybe that's just the thing. James is just a huge human being. He's 7 foot tall or something. Although I doubt that to be the case. There is a sidewalk, but that makes the road even smaller. The sign is... The power line is posed... It's practically on the road. But that is true to the original. You could argue that they're trying to stay true to the original doing that. There's guardrail. So starting out, this is all atmosphere. Some people, I watched somebody play this or the original, and they're like, "What's taking so long? Why am I not there yet?" They were getting freaked out, but they were like, "Why is this taking so long?" And they're building atmosphere. They want you to feel uncomfortable, and the original definitely did that, and it's kind of working here too. Roadwork ahead. Some people might call this an invisible wall, but there's no need to go over there. Of course, I guess game players don't know that, but just trust me, you're trying to get to Silent Hill. There isn't much reason to go off the beaten path. The Road Runner. I think that was in the original. I don't remember this rusty mailbox. What is the Road Runner? Is it like an attraction for kids? Maybe for horse riding? I think we're still... No, we're not in the ranch anymore. Is that a water tower? No, not a water tower. You know what this doesn't have? You know what they didn't do? They didn't do like the footsteps following you. You can kind of hear. I kind of heard them like outside the building when I was inside, but you're supposed to hear footsteps behind you. No trespassing. Oh. How fortuitous. Then again, this place, them giving him a map like that, you might think, oh, what a coincidence. But there's a reason. This whole setup, there's a reason behind everything. There's a reason. In fact, I would argue the entire Silent Hill series. You might think, oh, well, how convenient it is that you go here and you did this and you get this information, you do that. But it's all planned out within the universe. Not just the game developers, but within the universe. See, there's Voss Road. Don't recognize any of the other names. Happy Burger. This is Salt Street Apartments. Happy Burger, Neely's Bar, Gonzalez Restaurant, Texan Cafe, American Cafe, Grand Market, Lucky Jade Restaurant. I want to go to Lucky Jade Restaurant. I'm craving Chinese now. Groovy Music, Woodside Apartments, Blue Creek Apartments, Rosewater Park, and Toluca Lake. Fire hydrant. Wait. Is this where I came? This is where I came in? Hold on. Okay, I'm facing out, so I could go left and see. I could go left and see the dead ends. That's kind of what you got to do in Silent Hill, is find the places you can't go, so you know where you can. Oh, hey. Boy, these are huge. There's a serious size issue. And this is weird because it's made by a Western team. In America, we had these. We used to have these everywhere, but they were not that big. They were much smaller. You had to kind of bend down to get them. But they were not that big. Was that somebody left their RV there back there? Can we read any of this stuff? Maine news? That's probably a reference to Stephen King, because most of his stories take place in Maine. 50 cents. Daily, $1 Sunday. I remember that. Those prices. Woodside apartment. Everly severely flooded. Okay. More dead end. Oh, there's an avalanche of crushed tree or tree collapse. I don't know. Another dead end. Road work. And looks like an ambulance there. Huh. Man, old telephone. 4 minutes for $1, 50 cents. Local call. Save. Collect calls. 1-800-FAIR call. Do not use that. Do not call these numbers, by the way. If it rang, that would scare the shit out of me. But that's a Fatal Frame thing, not a Silent Hill thing. Oh, this is like the flower shop. There's no road sign. Flowers. Celebrating 70 years. 70 years of flowers? Wow. Glad they invented them 70 years ago. Exclusively for you. 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Closed on state holidays. Handicapped entrance. You could go in. Yes, you can go in the flower shop. Miss Cassandra. A customer came in today, ordered a mixed bouquet, red and white. I tried to explain it's bad luck, but he couldn't decide on just one. He seemed a bit off, looked at me like I wasn't even there. Then he just left, said he'd be back to pick him up later. I just wanted to let you know since I might be gone by then. Flip. Nothing. As a kid, I always wondered what it would be like to be behind the register working sales. Having worked sales most of my life, I can tell you it's less interesting than you think. But be nice to the people. Hey, a little cart. Can't move it, but cute. Probably things living in here now. Something on the floor?
What is this?
I'm afraid to ask. Hold on, let me see. Oh, lawn chairs. Those lawn chairs are comfortable. The stains kind of stopped there. They don't really continue, as far as I can tell. That's a different Silent Hill. That's part 1. I kind of wondered, I think a lot of people did, why they didn't remake part 1 first. Well, there's a couple reasons. 2 is the most beloved by a lot of people. You know, when people say that Silent Hill 2 is one of the best horror games ever, that's a reason why they did this as a remake. But also, there is and there isn't sort of a Silent Hill 1 remake. there is, because there is a retelling of Harry Mason's story in the game Silent Hill Shattered Memories. However, it's not really the same story. It's more of a reimagining. Mailboxes are about the right size, though. I like that little sigh he did. Like, he's not hurt. It didn't hurt anything, but it's just like, just kind of half catching his breath and half like just being a human being. Oh, that's where I came in. Okay. Well, it feels like I've gone farther than that, but I haven't. That isn't going anywhere. It's blocked off anyway. Boy, it's starting to look like the movie now. Not that... One thing the movies got right was the visual look. It looked like this, which is great. Although I think the first movie, it was a coal fire, like in Centralia. It wasn't actually fog. I'm glad they got rid of that. They tried to do that with Homecoming, Silent Hill Homecoming, but nah. There was some worry about this being remade, in that it's another game, you know. There was, back in the day, there was too much emphasis on trying to be like Silent Hill 2. Origins was like Silent Hill 2. Homecoming was like Silent Hill 2. The movie had nurses in Pyramid Head in it for no reason. And so there was some mild backlash on that. Even though some people swear that, oh, every Silent Hill game needs Pyramid Head and nurses, otherwise it's not Silent Hill. Well, Silent Hill 1 didn't have Pyramid Head. And the nurses weren't all like heavy boobage sexy, you know. Oh, here's some more of that. Grunge.
More of that stuff.
Well, I called it grunge, but stuff is more appropriate, yeah. And it's heading that way. Oh. Ashley Burton, she would say, I'm balls deep, y'all. And I am, man. This is... I like that. I like that better. Him hitting the door and it not opening and him going, I like that better than having text come up than saying locked. I think that's cooler. There isn't really much to see, but the graphics are so good that I'm kind of like distracted. Now this is something that I think Japanese people, they just kind of put their own spin on. Roads don't get closed off like this. This is more of a Japan thing where they're building a new building and they just completely cover it up with white. I guess so people aren't wandering into the construction area and, you know, rubbernecking or whatever, you know. But they really made it look dilapidated, which is very cool. I don't think there's anything at this dead end, though. See, what I used to do is I used to wander each side of the street, and I'm finding myself doing that again. There was a health drink in the original in this stairwell, and there is not here. No trespass. Or they're going to reuse that sign over and over. Okay. So the blood stain goes that way, which is why we're going this way. Go the wrong way. What? You see something? What? What do you see? What do you see, James? Why did you go, huh? Oh, is it because of the dead end, or is it just like... See, if in the original Silent Hills, if there was like a piece of paper on an oil drum, that was something you needed to read. But this is just, there's nothing here. It's just a like a caution label. Why did he go, huh? Oh. Broken chair, trash. Hey. Gonzalez Mexican restaurant. Hey. Can we go in? I want to go into Gonzalez. Closed. Yeah. No Gonzalez. No farm, no Gonzalez. Well. Oh, housings. Housing. What's this say? Drug addiction recovery hotline. Is that a hospital thing? Let me read it. Woodhaven? I think that's a real thing. There's another thing. Blowout sale up to 50% off. I keep expecting there to be like health drinks around, but there aren't any. Is that my bad for thinking that? That's blocked. Was this blocked too? I just can't go in. Well, this is telling. I mean, a lot of people seem to like this. It's had some good word of mouth from a lot of really big like streamers and gamers, YouTubers. People on Twitch seem to like it. The backlash has been pretty minimal, almost non-existent, as far as I can tell. How are we doing? We're coming up on Lindsay Street. Hey, Texan Cafe. Is this it? No, this is it. Does not have a Texas motif at all. Oh, that noise is creepy. Oh, yeah. I think they should have had more fog on that. But, that person. But,
Hey, wait.
none. Oh, that noise. Not a good noise. Of course, he doesn't know any better. James does not know any better. It's hard to believe that this is Silent Hill. Like, what? I still can't believe it. Like, imagine if they remade Symphony of the Night with like the best graphics you've ever seen, and like, but it still had the same music. It would be just kind of jarring. And the music is mostly the same, but it does feel have a little deeper. Am I looking at the wrong side? Remains of blank swamp. The ers of lands surround His monument was originally a swamp, but later it was nicknamed Blood Swamp because it washed to wash the ools after Shen's bee poured it. Perhaps it's for that hat that many in clay to have an area. I did my best. So this used to be a swamp. That could explain stuff for Silent Hill in general, why it's so foggy. That's kind of like where I live. Like there's... What the That about scared the piss out of me. Like, literally. Oh, is that the alley? Oh, God. I think that's the alley. I think that's where they want us to go. We'll come back to it. Hey, you didn't pick up your packages. You're asking that now? This is... okay. Cool. Giant gap in the road. Like a big freaking hole in... like... in the street, in the concrete. And not only that, but like... I mean, you could see the other side. You couldn't before. But it's like... you can't see the bottom. Like even, it's like a sinkhole, but like an earthquake or something. Just like destroyed this area. I guess there's no health items sitting about. So I guess I'll have to get used to that. There's Vosh Road. Blocked off. So there's really nowhere else to go except that alley. Dead ass alley. Do not enter. Oh, it's another... oh, there's something to read. Do not enter area closed off due to accident. Trespassing might lead to injury or death. Oh. Another one of those things. It's weird. Like a landmark or something. I just want to check out the rest of this block. Like this half of a block. I know there's nothing there. Or at least, probably. Right, let's look. I was back. I don't know, I thought I saw something. Totally blocked off. Trash looks familiar. But that's okay if they recycle it a little bit. It's, I mean, not the trash needs to be recycled, but some of the assets might look familiar. Solid auto truck repair? Oh, maybe. Man, I'd love to make a horror game soundtrack. Not that it's... By the way, some jackoff was talking shit about the soundtrack. Oh, you threw a girder in a dryer. Congratulations. You know what? Fuck off. Between Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 are some of the best video game music you've ever heard or you will ever hear. Not this stuff. This stuff is more atmospheric. I'm talking about like there are straight like melodies. Like it doesn't sound melodic right now, but there are actual songs on those soundtracks, and it's not just a bunch of like grating steel. There and it's not like they put no thought into it. Oh, Gonzalez restaurant is crossed off. That's interesting. Anyway, I just thought that was a really ignorant comment, and it's from kind of a well-known YouTuber too. It's sad. I mean, you know, in the meantime, you know, do you want to talk about the Castlevania soundtrack person? We can talk about that person. You won't like it. I won't be as kind as you were to Akira Yamaoka, who does these soundtracks. Trust me. You will not be happy. Stupid person. I'm not going to say their name, but that was just really ignorant of them. Just you know. And by the way, what's wrong with, you know, making atmospheric and scary sounds in a horror game? Oh, don't do that. God forbid. The idea is that this is stuff you've never heard before. You don't know what it is, and it's supposed to freak you out. I don't know. Some people are just... They talk out of their ass, basically. They don't think with their brains. They talk out of their butt cheeks, flapping in the wind. And they feel like their words have no consequences. Here we go. It's always an alley. Oh, God. I'm scared, y'all. As much as I'm talking, I'm still, like, nervous. It's so overgrown you can't go in it. These seats, these are uncomfortable. If you sit in these for too long, like my friends used to sit outside and just talk for hours and hours. You sit in these too long, it's gonna hurt you're gonna hurt yourself really a lot. I don't know what it is about these seats, but they just are not meant to be sat in for long periods of time. It's hard for me to explain, but oh, I hear noises. I hear gross noises. It's very close. He is like at the ready. He knows this shit's not right. Can't go up. He's like shivering. You can hear him, like his breath. Oh, Jesus. This part is a bit different. Oh man, it's gonna be so fun watching people who've never played a Silent Hill game before play this. Oh, I'm so happy. I've been getting really into reaction videos, and just this is gonna be fun as hell. It's one thing to watch people play the original games, but this, with how real it's looking and the atmosphere, the original atmosphere, it's intact. It's intact. But with these new graphics, man, people They're gonna shit a brick. Look around to find objects marked by white cloth. These are objects or traversals you can interact with. They almost don't need to tell you that. Oh. Okay. All right, guys. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Just give me a minute here. 86 minutes. Okay. I need a break here. Nature calls, but also it's getting a little scary. Maybe that's making it me have to go even more. So hold on. All right. Actually, I'm kind of getting hungry, but we'll get there. I'll get there. Water can kind of stave off hunger for a little bit. Not a lot, but a little. Not that I recommend anyone stave off eating, But if you don't have the opportunity, but you do have water, I would recommend water. Water is never a bad thing. Well, unless you know, too much of it, of course. Here we go. Next to crawl through. Okay. Why not? Oh, it's dark. Oh, Jesus, what? And of course we can't climb over that because reasons. I know the combat's going to be different and I'm nervous. You know what? They almost don't need these control cues. They could almost get rid of them. In fact, I recommend them having an option to get rid of those control cues. Oh, that noise. Through the door. Look at this tiny refrigerator. Tiny. Nutrition supplement. For adults only. Keep out of probably reach of children. Okay, Triangle uses a health drink. I'm glad that he didn't let you when you didn't have one. Oh, I'm hearing fuzzy things. What? Oh, is that flowers? It's so dark. Locked. That's not a door. That's open. Stairway blocked. Now, what person in their right mind would go into a place like this? Maybe he's looking for humans, a human to talk to. But, okay. Mama. Oh, those noises.
Stay back.
Ew. I don't know if that's the appropriate reaction. I think the appropriate reaction would be, Jesus Christ, what the hell is that thing? Oh, we got a stick. Is this door open? Nope. It's even grosser than it was in the original. Of course, in the original, they had you go to it like at the edge of a construction site. And here it's, well, oh, there's a pass-through. I don't see anything else here. So far, though, I'm happy there's no jump scares. Okay, there's a little more light here. Syringe? Scribbled out what it is. You can't really... Why did they say rotate? You can't really rotate. Syringe. Hold triangle to use a syringe. Well, I don't really want to. I don't really think I should. Nothing in there. R2. That's creepy. Why is the radio saying my name? Of course, what am I even doing here? And there's a monster. There are monsters already. Of course, I'm talking to you like I've never played the game before. Of course I've played it. But I'm just, trying not to give anything away, but still give some commentary. Oh, I thought that was a face. It's just a sort of stain on that curtain. Or maybe the design. My mom got these rugs with flower designs on them, but I was noticing during my many trips to the bathroom that if you look at the rug, the certain rugs that she would buy, sometimes the heart and vine shapes would come together to form. They come together to form other shapes. Sometimes it's hearts, but sometimes it would look like creepy faces or skull faces. Made it to the Martin Street alley. See, by the way, you hear this? I think this was part of the original soundtrack in some capacity. This story, this soundtrack is over 20 years old. And there's so many YouTube channels and videos where it's like listen to atmospheric music or ambient music to help you sleep, to this and that. You look up ambient music or lo-fi music on if you Google it, you'll see. Oh, well, it was started by this person in this year. Usually by artists about 10 years ago. No, man. Akira Yamaoka did this shit 20 years ago. Give him some credit. Ambient, lo-fi, atmospheric, and dark stuff. All of that, I can find it all over YouTube now. It's like more popular than you might realize. And yet, nobody gives him any credit for it. Sorry, my brother's messaged me. Things are getting serious. Let us all be, let's not take anything for granted. I'll just say that. Oh, there's a health drink. Can I open this? That's a health drink, isn't it? I want the health drink. Guess I can't get it, though. Tires. That's a goddamn tire right there. Rip, rest in peace, Jack Russell, former vocalist of Great White. It was my brother's favorite band, Great White. But he was so passionate about it that he kind of got me into it a little bit. I don't think I could ever sit down and listen to certain albums of theirs, but up until like their fourth or fifth album, which is usually the case even with my bands, there was some good shit on there. What? It's a garage. Oh, that. I wish, okay, if you're going to put little James reacts to stuff in your game, make sure he's facing the right way. Because otherwise it kind of loses its impact. That is or was a person. Bar Neely's. Close cover, reverse before striking. Oh, all matches say that. Neely's Bar. That's not right. It's Bar Neely's. It's not Neely's Bar. The match is that you read top to bottom. Come on, man. Come on, man. Press to open the map. Check new information. Okay, they want us to go to Neely's. So we'll go to Neely's. But I'm checking up on this alley here. Okay, let's read. If you're reading this, leave. This place is not what it seems. Sometimes you just have to look behind. Run away, etc., etc. I look behind and I don't see nothing. I wonder if that guy left a note. What the? Don't like that noise. I still got my weapon. But I am not... Oh, God. Okay, there's a save thing in there. So the design of the streets, or at least the progression, is a little different. I'm kind of glad they did that, but at the same time, I'm nervous. That makes it so it's not quite the same game that you played before, but that's good. I'm so used to the original by now that nothing about it would probably scare me anymore. So the question then becomes, how long are we going to play? And I don't know. By the way, Mary's letter. We haven't really read Mary's letter. Oh. That's all we can read. That's weird how it doesn't. Wood plank with nails. Small portable radio emits static when monsters are nearby. I'm not sure that they handled the monsters correctly, but I've mentioned everything that I needed to mention about that. Medical. A syringe. Restores vitality by relieving pain. Highly effective. Yeah, we looked at that. Restores vitality by providing nourishment. Mildly effective. Okay. Notes. Okay, so they separate the memos by where you found them. We actually have east and west maps of Southvale. Okay. They've changed the monster sounds, which is good. Again, anything they can like add but not take away from the original. If you get my drift. So it looks like we can go straight on through. But maybe I want to go right and go the long way. Let's go the long way. Yeah, I don't think they're just health drinks lying around willy-nilly like there were in the original. Can't remember. Can't forget that circle is dodge. Or doge. Dodge coin. Oh, fuck. That is nerve-wracking. You know, I expect Gab Smolders to be like, I'm so stressed. Yep. Good. 50% off. By the way, it's a federal offense to tamper with a mailbox. You can see bird poop all over this thing. Someone arrest those birds. That's another one. Oh. Maybe attacking isn't always the best option. Already it feels like I have to use a health drink. But I don't have any more. Where are we? Okay, we're at Big J's on the corner. Big J is not home. He's not at home to Mr. Cockup. Oh. I will take it. Huh? Is there another thing? No. Just odd lighting. What's this? That man was here again. I told him he'd been warned not to come here. He acted like he didn't know what I was talking about. Anyway, he got up and left. He didn't make any sort of fuss, but there's something about him that gives me the creeps. When I look at his face, it's like I'm staring at a mask, and there's something underneath, waiting to get out. I don't want to be there when that happens. They should give you an option to flip the note if it has something else on the back. Right now it just says go back, and I go back, but there's a flip. Of course there's nothing there, but I'm just saying, you know, were there something on the back, you should have the flip option while you're reading it. Little advice. Little bits of advice. Of course. I don't want to attack him in the dark because I can't see. God damn it. Fuck off. No more health drinks. I guess I just got another one, and now I need another already. Thought I saw something. Nope. He busts through the door like they do in Shattered Memories. That's kind of a neat little thing. Okay. I don't know how important it is to. I mean, you can see he's hurt, but and that we have that red thing around the screen. Don't get up. Okay. Bleeding. That means it should be. God damn. Health drink. helped a little bit. Anything else in these windows? I like that that's a new thing that you can check the car windows. Cool. For items. Can't really do that with businesses. Or can you? That's satisfying. Same news reports. I don't know, I might start running from encounters if it keeps getting this bad. Can you break these? Not really. Not exactly. Okay, just let me grab that. What? Bugs? Bugs. Okay, dead end. Oh. The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares. Oh, it's kind of moving. Why is it moving? Okay, already. This game is making me feel very uncomfortable. And that is how it's supposed to be. Oh, that's why there was a health drink in the back of that car. Because you can break the windows. Hey, vinyl record. Oh, not anymore. Groovy music is out of business. I'm hearing not wind chimes, but okay. Sounds like it's right on top of me. Where is that? I don't know if it'll pause for me to read that. Record store note. Dodge, dodge, dodge. There's two of them. Oh, he's running after me. Shit. Oh, fuck. Hard. Game hard. You died. Wait, the Pretney be back in here? No, 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 no. I don't need that. Okay. Okay. Stop. I need a break. I'm so stressed now. I'm so stressed out now. I can't. The monsters are hard. They say the game is hard, and it ain't. And it is. It's hard. But I think that's what people like. People like that challenge. And I feel good that it took me almost 2 hours to come up to the real challenge of the game. So, the combat was the big sticking point. People were like, "Oh, the combat doesn't look right. It looks X, it looks Y, whatever." And to me, it's just appropriate. You know, the original was really clunky combat, but you're supposed to be clunky. This one, you have a bit more, like, you have a dodge maneuver first of all, and you seem to have more impact when you attack, but the enemies are more dangerous. I'm sure someone smarter than me will overanalyze the combat, but I'm, it's fine. It works. It does what it needs to do. I don't need much more. So I can't complain. As far as the combat, the rest of it though, sick. I'm ready, man. I'm ready for this. Now, it's making me nervous, which it's supposed to do. So I wonder from here on in what I'm going to do. We'll definitely wrap up for now. I don't know when I'll stream again. I actually have to work tomorrow, so there's kind of a limit on that anyway. But this is serious. Whatever people thought about it, about the game, about the gameplay, and they always said, "Hey, we're trying to make it. We're just showing you what we got. We're trying to make it better each time." And they did, and it's about as good as it will ever be. They might do some updates, I'm sure, but the game is ready. It's up to 2 hours in, it's great. I'm not sure how I feel about my channel kind of being a first impressions channel, but it's kind of leaning towards that since I've moved away from like Castlevanias. But that's what I want to do. As far as showing off games is to show people that games are good if you find the right games. Sometimes you have to dig and find, little gems like Rostan Saga or Sunset Riders or, what have you. I would say Bloodstained, but now Bloodstained has sold 2 million copies. So while it's not quite mainstream, it's gamers know about it. This deserves to do well. If you were holding off on getting Silent Hill for any reason, and I know I'm not an expert, I don't think there's anything egregious that you should be complaining about as far as this. There's nothing bad here. It remakes Silent Hill 2, which is exactly what it should have done. You can go in more buildings. You can break into cars and find new items. You can, the general movement and combat is much more fluid. The graphics are fantastic. I'm sure some people will nitpick it and they say, "Oh, well, it's more like a AA. It looks like a PS4 game or whatnot." Whatever, you can't complain about PS5 not being next gen enough, and then in the same breath say that games don't look as good as they did last generation. Like, huh? I don't know. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this does exactly what it needs to do. Bloober, you did it. As far as I'm concerned, you did it. That no more complaints from me. I was holding off on sort of giving my verdict on social media, but they've done it. They did it. And Maximilian Dude, Matt McMuscles, I'm sure Stop Skeletons is playing this probably too. I think James Stephanie Sterling, the commander, he had some problems with some of the enemies, but I'm only 2 hours in, so I haven't gotten to that point. But other than that, I'm kind of at a loss for words to complain about anything. Like, there's nothing to complain about. Silent Hill 2, get it. It's a remake, but it's probably the best Konami remake that's ever been. And I know that probably isn't saying much, but it's true. And as far as I'm concerned, give them the green light to remake 1 and 3 as well. Maybe even 4, if we're getting ambitious. Original game, I don't know. I think I'd leave the original game up to the Silent Hill F team. I'd let them have the original game, because that looks more like like the series evolving. This is a celebration of the old, bringing it standards up to the new. Yeah, go get it, buy it. I'll even say it on Twitter. If not today, then tomorrow. If not this morning, it's very early here. It's still nighttime and early, but it is morning technically. Sorta, not really, but yes. I will shout it from the rafters. Good job, Bloober. Good job, Konami. And with that, I'll let you guys go. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for watching the VODs. Thank you for subscribing. Like, comment, subscribe, or dislike, or share. Everything helps. I wish I had a schedule for streaming, but things are kind of weird anyway. I'm going to be playing this a lot more. And that's it. So, hit me up on the social medias. I'm going to try over not right now, but I'm going to try to do some musical things. And in that respect, just send me good vibes. Because I lose confidence rather easy. But I want to try and get back into music. And I noticed that among like 6 music projects, well, I say projects, but it's more like songs. Among the 6 things I got working on, 3 are done. The 4th one is over half done. A 5th one is written. And beyond that, that's the wrong paper. I wrote I wrote notes down about my music. Okay, there's actually another thing that's a secret project that I'm working on, but it's finished on my end. There's other things that need to be done to it though. So maybe you'll find out about that next year. Early next year maybe. We shall see. No spoilers from me, but stay tuned next year. And will I come back to Silent Hill 2 on stream? I don't know. See, that's the funny thing about being a streamer, or trying to be, is that it's very strange about what games you should play on or offline or at all. I Maximilian Dude made a video today about him sort of his Twitch partnership has kind of run its course, and I don't know if they'll renew or not. But he's planning on. But now they're allowing him and others. I don't know. I forget how it works there. I haven't been there in years. But they're allowing him to stream on multiple platforms, and he's going to stream on YouTube. And the first game he's going to stream on YouTube is Dino Crisis, much to his chagrin, because he hates Code Veronica, and last I remembered, he didn't like Dino Crisis either. But while he's wrong about the former, it'll be interesting watching him play the latter. Other than that, I want to see other people playing this, and I'm stoked. I kind of play it my own way, as you could tell, but this is going to be a good time. And I'm glad I got my feet wet, so I can watch other people at least start to play. Should be cool. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. I can't let you go any easier. Goodbye. And take care, be safe. Have a good night, morning, afternoon, day. What do I want to say as a closer? Because things are coming up. Enjoy Halloween, but remember that after Halloween, if not now, we all have a job to do. And the toilet needs flushing, and we gotta flush. We gotta flush it royally. Like we did, 4 years ago. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it takes 2 flushes, but this will be the ultimate. But I don't think it'd be controversial of me to say just, register and vote. Tell your friends and family, register and vote. Help them if they need to be. Our family has already sent ours in, so just do it. No questions asked. And stop broadcast.